So, today would be my parents' 70th anniversary. I got married September 4th, 1955. So, here's Mom looking a little nervous, pointing at the clock. Forgive the glare, I'm shooting this off the wedding album, and it's got protective cover, so here she's looking a little calmer, getting ready in the mirror. And checking out her new shoes for the wedding. I don't really remember Mom wearing heels very much when I was young. And here she is with Auntie Philly, her older sister. And all set with her veil and her bouquet. Just about ready to head out to the church. And coming down the stairs. I believe that's the old house on Bird Street. And there she is with Grandpa. And there's my Auntie Janet and my Auntie Barbara on either side of her. My Auntie Barbara was beautiful. And there's Mom, all set. She was beautiful too. What a smile. She had a beautiful smile her whole life. And here they are, heading out for the church with Grandpa Bert and Auntie Philly in the back. And the nervous groom-to-be is Dad with a bow tie. Never saw him wear a bow tie other than then. Sweating it out a little. I think Uncle Carmen's telling him that if he wants to split, he's still got a few minutes. And Grandpa Bert walking Mom up to the church. Or in the church already, I believe. Yeah, walking her down the aisle. So here they are, getting up to the altar, ready to take their vows. And standing before the priest. Getting ready to be married forever. Kneeling down before the priest. I believe this is St. Paul's Church, if I'm correct. And there's Dad's side of the family. Auntie Mary, Auntie Polly, Santo in the front. And Mom's side with Janet, Barbara, Grandma, and Grandpa. Yep, taking their vows before the altar, before God. Auntie Philly, bridesmaid. And a look at the church from the back while they take their vows. Again, forgive the glare. Shooting through the wedding album. Okay, and heading out. Dad looks pretty happy. They both look pretty happy in this one. And getting ready to exit the church. A little pose for the cameraman first. Pardon my pop. And the customary rice toss. I believe Mom said it got in her eyes. Yep, there's the clan, Uncle Carmen on the far right, and Auntie Philly on the left, and Grandma and Grandpa behind her. And the happy newlyweds. And taking off from the church and heading back to the house for the reception. Well, actually, I guess they go to the photographer first. There's Mom in her gown with her veil and a bouquet. Yep. Sure was thin back then. Yep, beautiful smile. And Dad looking all casual there. Not sure who they were looking at in this one. Somebody off to the right. There's Mom in her veil. And getting ready to toss that bouquet, I do believe. And Mom did have a great smile, always. And I always remember Dad holding her like that with his hands on her elbows. Great smiles. I remember Dad worked nights, he'd come home in the morning and give Mom a big hug and a kiss before we'd all go off to school. Yep, whenever he stood with her, he had his hands on her elbows like that. Oh, except in this picture, of course. Yep, again, that glare ruins the pictures. I may have to reshoot them all outside the vinyl. And there's Mom and Auntie Philly. And Philly's fiance passed away at the end of the war, so she lived with us our whole lives and was like a second parent, always threatening to call Mr. Norton on us if we get out of line. And there's Mom scolding Auntie Philly. Stay away from my man. Yeah, there's the other side. Dad, hands on his hips, while two of his brothers kiss Mom's cheek. Uncle Sam scolding Uncle Carmen holding the shoulder. There's Philly and Grandpa Bert with Mom and Dad. And Uncle Carmen, Grandpa, and Philly and Mom and Dad. And there's Auntie Janet and Auntie Barbara sitting down, Auntie Philly sitting down on the other side, Grandma and Grandpa Bert, Dad, and then Dad's family is Nana, Auntie Mary, and Auntie Polly there. And back at the house after the wedding, ready to eat some cake, throw some bouquets, and a toast. That's the only time I ever saw my dad with a drink in his hand, ever. It was in a picture, never in my life. Which is a good thing, I guess. Most people don't have that. And the happy couple dancing. They look great together, don't they? Yeah, and Dad cutting the cake. And Mom feeding Dad his piece. And Dad feeding Mom hers. And they were always really respectful of one another. And it's funny, Mom voted Democrat, Dad voted Republican. And there's the happy kiss after the cake. And here they throw the bouquet. Mom's throwing the bouquet. Look at the old TV set. And Auntie Polly whispering something, probably Dad's secrets in Mom's ear. And my uncle's crying because they're losing their brother. He's running off to marry Mom. Well, already married. Yep, do not disturb. And looks like Uncle Gom might be peeking there. And the silhouette. That is such a cool picture. And the newlyweds off to Niagara Falls for their honeymoon. And Dad holding the door for Mom. He's always a gentleman. Well, happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. I hope you're happy together forever. Thanks for watching.